ever since the MLS got started back in '94, they've invested a lot in bringing good players, stars. I remember the first years with Lothar Matthäus, with Echeverri, Valderrama. But now with Lionel Messi, they really went out of the way, right?
Yeah.
And they now Suarez, and now a lot of players want to go, and they're talking about Cristiano. Beckham was also a big, game changer when he went back 2005, more or less. So I imagine it must be very exciting now being in the league, playing against Messi and company, and that that's going to attract a lot more legitimate superstars to the league in their prime.
For sure.
Some of them also, right?
Yeah, I mean, the way the league's growing is incredible, and I think you can see it every weekend with the amount of fans that are showing up to all the games. And obviously, I mean, every game Miami plays right now, they're selling out 50,000. They're selling out football stadiums.
Exactly.
So, yeah, the league's going to continue to grow.
And in the CONCACAF Cups, the U.S. teams are now beating Mexican teams more often than not. It used to be the other way around.
I think it's sort of a belief thing. I think for the longest time, the Mexican league was very dominant over MLS, and now you see the gap is starting to close. Eventually, they're going to have to make the tournament different to where we sort of play in Mexico and the U.S.
Exactly.
But it's very good. The league's growing incredibly fast, and it's great to be a part of it.
Excellent. Talk about the qualifiers. There's a lot of expectation with Guatemala, obviously because you guys with your coming, Nathaniel, Rubios, etc. You've been playing very well. The Gold Cup, the Nations League. Even though we were short of the Copa America, we could have been there. But since Mexico, the U.S., Canada are the host of the World Cup, obviously, and the same they think in Costa Rica, the same they think in Jamaica and Trinidad, with Guatemala, everybody, there's got to be some pressure, or a lot of pressure that everybody's expecting this team to make it to the World Cup.
Yes.
Of all the circumstances.
Yeah, for sure. And I think every player here believes that we got the team to do it. If there's a time, it's now with the expanded field in the World Cup. So, yeah, I mean, everyone here believes we can do it, and everybody's all in, and we know we got all the fans behind us, and if there's a time to do it, it's now. So we know it's not going to be easy. There's a lot of difficult games ahead of us, and at the end of the day, we gotta just be ready to beat whoever's in front of us. And I think starting Monday, a team like Costa Rica,
Monday's a good parameter.
That's going to be one of the teams that we're going to have to go through. So
exactly.
Yeah, with 4 spots open, 3.5 or whatever it is, we know there's a very good chance for us, but we're going to have to win some big games. It's not going to be easy.
There was a picture of you when you were a young kid. It circulated here. You were wearing a Municipal shirt, and I don't know, some other members of your family were wearing. Was that during that trip you were saying when you were a young kid to Guatemala?
Yeah. So we went to a Rojos game, and obviously my family bought us the jerseys and stuff. So it was one of my first professional games I ever went to. It was here in Huate, and I think my family was a big Municipal family growing up.
Good to know.
My abuelito was a big fan, and he recently passed away, and he was one of my.
I'm sorry to hear. Okay.
But no, he was one of my biggest fans growing up. He was always clipping all the newspaper things. He kept them on. So every time I'm out here, I'm able to sort of think of him whenever we're playing, and sort of dedicate the games out here to him. And
great.
So it's awesome. He never got to see me play professionally.
Too bad. He's watching you from above for
he's
sure.
He's definitely watching, and so it's always a great reminder when I'm able to come play here.
Well, in Pepasas, in honor of his memory, then I'm gonna do that, because that's the one you have is an old shirt. I know the team owner, So I got you one, a more recent one. Right now they're national champions, so it's a better shirt to have now. I hope this one fits you better than the one you had before.
Probably will, for sure.
They're gonna be. No lo estoy firmando, muchacho. Yeah, Rodrigo. We tried to get him sometime. Están pasando por el de la selección atrás.
Everyone's mad here because I have all the jerseys.
They're gonna think that I want to bring you to the team. We'd love to, but you're not in our reality right now. But
I appreciate it.
And it's with a lot of ¿cómo se llama? Con cariño, como we were saying in Guatemala.
This takes me back to way back in the day when I got my first one.
So at least you have now a recent one, and one that fits you.
I appreciate it. But all the guys, they're mad because I got Rojos, Crema,
you get teams from every team.
Yeah.
Well, so that's and it's a medium, so I hope it fits well.
Thank you very much.
And we also have a sponsor. This is a Guatemalan brand of shoes, and they give us shoes for
for sure.
¿Cómo se llama? Or interviewees. The coast. So I hope I asked your size before coming to the interview, so
I appreciate
it's also for you.
Sure.
So you have some shoes from Guatemala.
Thank you very
much. From
much.
the coast, okay?
Thank you very much.
That's all we got for you is a shirt and some shoes.
Awesome.
Pero it was great to meet you, Aaron. And
nice to meet you in
all
person.
the best. And I hope that
For sure.
you are a huge part of Guatemala's destiny, making it to our first World Cup. I'm sure that's going to be the outcome. But we don't want to, put any more pressure on you. I know you guys already have it.
Sure.
But all the best for you here and in the MLS.
I appreciate it. Yes, sir.
Vamos a preguntarle a Aaron por sus tatuajes. You have a lot of tattoos, because that's a big part of not just soccer players, most athletes now around the world. How many do you have? Or you lose count?
I lost count, but I'd say roughly about 10. Probably. 10.
And the ones that you have on your arms, I suppose, are the ones that have the most meaning. What do these represent to you?
So some obviously have a lot of meaning, and then some I get just because I like the way they look. They don't all have a ton of meaning, but they definitely all do. The most meaningful ones for me though are definitely going to be the words. I think this one's "Tomorrow's not promised." Hard work pays. I think that's sort of something I've lived on my whole life, and something my parents instilled in me from a very young age. This is one just sort of about believing in yourself, which, I mean, same with this photo right here. It's about believing in yourself.
The same tattoo artist or a different part?
This whole arm was one artist, and then on my back I have a couple. That was a different artist.
Okay.
But I think this is probably the most important one for me. It says the struggle ends when the gratitude begins, and it's
excellent.
Sort of just being thankful for where you are. Not looking too far ahead, and obviously the life you live is someone else's dream life that they don't get to live, So
excellent.
It's all about just
thank you for sharing.
Most of them are just about being grateful,
You're going to take us to the World Cup. I have a feeling.
I appreciate it.
Thank you, Aaron.
Yes, sir. Thank you, guys.